The paparazzi who followed Princess Diana on the night she died were never convicted or jailed for causing the crash, though they faced investigations and were later found partially responsible in official proceedings. In September 1997, 9 photographers and 1 motorcyclist were placed under investigation in France for manslaughter and failing to assist persons in danger. Those manslaughter charges didn't hold up because by September 1999, the French investigating judge dismissed all of them, concluding that the crash was caused by alcohol, prescription drugs, and excessive speed on the part of driver Henri Paul. That decision was upheld in 2002 when France's highest court confirmed the charges should be dropped, with prosecutors stating they could not find any grounds to try the 9 photographers and a motorcyclist on manslaughter or other criminal charges. While the manslaughter case ended, 3 photographers who took pictures at the crash scene did face separate legal action for invasion of privacy under French law. They were initially acquitted in 2003, but after several appeals the convictions were reinstated in 2006. The penalty, however, was only symbolic. Each photographer had to pay a €1 fine and cover the costs of publishing notice of their convictions. Beyond the French courts, a British coroner's inquest in 2008 reached a different conclusion about responsibility. On April 7, 2008, the jury returned a verdict of unlawful killing caused by the grossly negligent driving of both Henri Paul and the paparazzi vehicles that were pursuing Diana's Mercedes. The jury specified that the paparazzi had been racing the car and driving too close, though an inquest verdict does not result in criminal penalties or prison time. The reason criminal liability never attached to the photographers comes down to what French investigators found at the scene. Their 1999 report blamed Henri Paul alone, noting he was intoxicated at 3 times the legal limit and had antidepressants and traces of an antipsychotic in his system. The judge acknowledged that the paparazzi's behavior was widely criticized, but ruled it did not meet the legal threshold for manslaughter, since there was no evidence they struck the car or directly forced it to crash. Prince Harry has publicly disagreed with that outcome. In his memoir Spare, he called the official conclusion simplistic and absurd, and questioned why the paparazzi, who followed his mother, and those who sent them were not in prison. He wrote that he and Prince William had planned to issue a joint statement asking for the investigation to be reopened, but said they were dissuaded by others. Even without prison sentences, Diana's death had lasting consequences for the press. The tragedy sparked global backlash against aggressive paparazzi tactics, and lawmakers in the U.S. introduced bills aimed at restricting photographers from chasing public figures. In the UK, tabloids tightened their own practices, and the Press Complaints Commission updated its code in 1998. Dodi Fayed's father, Mohammed Al-Fayed, continued to file appeals and civil suits for years, insisting the paparazzi played a significant part in the tragedy and they should be punished, but courts consistently rejected those claims.